You have this incredible teacher here. This guy is very well respected. I think he's a terrific teacher, a wonderful player. And he shouldn't be in the room now because I would say all those nice things about him. But are you on a semester system? Mm-hmm. Okay, so you're supposed to have like 15 lessons or something. And normally, most of the time I tell my students that it usually works out to about 13 lessons a semester. Because you get sick, boyfriend breaks up with you, girlfriend breaks up with you, dog dies. I don't know, something like that happens. So let's say you have 13 lessons every semester. If you multiply that out, say you're on the 4-year plan as an undergraduate, as opposed to the 5-year plan. Let's just do the 4-year plan because I've already done the math. The 4-year plan means that you have 104 lessons. Now, that seems like a lot of lessons. Well, they're probably 50-minute lessons, 50. Yeah. So that works out to about 80 hours. Okay? That's 2 work weeks. That's it, 2 work weeks. So that'd be like you walking in on Monday morning and 2 weeks later on Friday, he pats you on the back and says, "Good luck, goodbye, next." And so every lesson that you don't come in totally prepared for what you need to be doing is 1 hour you've just knocked off of those 2 work weeks. And the thing about it is that you won't realize this, unfortunately, until you're graduated, how much this part of your life and this relationship that you have is a necessary part of your growth as a musician. I mean, you may think about it now, but I don't think you really realize it until you're out working and teaching and doing whatever you're doing in music, and all of a sudden you say, "That's what he meant." And it all starts to come in. I think he has the cleanest technique in the world. I mean, this guy has, I mean, you can see between the notes. It's just unbelievable. I remember hearing him at a conference and just thinking, God, it's really clean. How do you do that? And so I'm just watching, and the fact is that when you have somebody who can do that kind of stuff, not to mention the beautiful sound and all that, but you know, a lot of clarinet players sound really good and they're sloppy. And this guy's like clean as a whistle. And just get everything you can out of what you can with every lesson, because you just have no idea what this will mean to you when you're done. And you're looking back and you're thinking, oh, why did I not take those 2 weeks more seriously or whatever. This is a really hard career we're all in. You heard me saying earlier that we had to take furlough days last spring. That's the first time, and I've been teaching since 1978, that's the first time that I ever took a pay cut. And it's frightening right now. The times are really weird. But the interesting thing about this is at this time, movies and entertainment are still booming. And really, orchestras should be, and I think we just haven't marketed orchestras as we should and music as we should, because people still want to be taken away from the daily grind. And I think that that's what we do. What we do, not only as teachers, but as musicians, is take people away from the daily grind. Do you remember when you were in high school, or even in junior high, how much you looked forward to going to band because it was away from everything else, and it took you away from, you know, the crap that was going on. I mean, you may be having problems with your girlfriend and things may be falling apart, but damn, you were playing the clarinet now. It felt good. I think if we could capitalize on all of that, that would be what's really important. And it actually is still a really viable way to make a living. And a lot of people are. I think you guys are right at the right time in life right now, because things can't get any worse. And as you leave now, you're going to be on this incredible upswing, I think, as things, and as people start to have money again, the things that they're going to have missed the most are the things that they're going to really be going after. It's not going to be going after a new TV and a new car as much as it is going after what made them feel good. And the arts are really important. Even during this time, the downloads of my CDs on iTunes are just incredible right now. And those 99-cent things add up after a while. And although I only get 9 cents a piece out of those, they still do add up after a while. They could, make $2. But no, I mean, but people do still want to hear music and do that kind of stuff. And it is an important career field. And just keep expanding things out. The last thing is that the one thing that I'm really jealous of, I'm at 54, that I'm really jealous about all of you guys, is that you're going to be in on something that is just unprecedented in what's been happening in the United States or in the world. And that's the growth of technology. And when you're in a university setting like this, and a university that has new music as part of its curriculum, take advantage of the technology side of it too, because the technology is what's going to propel us forward. I did some music recently by one of our composers on campus, where it was clarinet and computer controlled electronics. It was like the smart music thing, and but much more in depth. That it followed me. It followed my dynamics. It followed my accents. When I changed the timbre of my sound, it followed the timbre of my sound. Can you imagine what's going to be happening? Where's this all coming from? I don't know. Where's it all going? I don't know. It's actually coming from the rock bands, because they really are doing most of the technology for this. But where it's going to take us, I don't know. But make sure that you're involved in that and you understand it. Take some courses that you can so you can understand it. I wish I had. Do any have any questions? Thanks for letting me come up here today. I just really appreciate it.
I have a quick question. Slap timing.
I'm terrible at it. I'm absolutely terrible at slap time. I can do it on bass clarinet, but on clarinet I cannot get the effect. It's loud. I have a student who can do it, and if you email me, I'll give you her email address. She can do it. It's actually loud. But for me, when I'm doing it, and Michael Alstern came to town, and I had him work with me for a while. And when he does it, have you heard him play? And that slap time is like that. I mean, it's so loud, but I can't get it on clarinet as loud as I can on bass. And I don't know why. I think maybe just the reed size. And our saxophone teacher, Tim McAllister, is wonderful with it, but he can't do it on soprano like he can on alto and tenor. So I think it maybe has something to do with reed size. I wish I could do it better. I'm learning. That's the next project.
Thanks for a great class.
Thank you guys for playing.